Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going through my tips for round 6 and I'm going to be seeing how I did in gather round this year. Okay, so we tipped Crows to beat the Cats, which, well, they're actually up by 30 points at half time, but in the second half they just went up to it and we tipped them by 29, so that definitely wasn't a good option because the Cats ended up winning by 19. For Collingwood and Gold Coast, Sydney, we tipped the Pies, which was good. So yeah, that was a good one. And even with Schultz and someone else out, I'm glad we could get that tip. I think it's to go, yeah. North Melbourne and Gold Coast, pretty obvious one. We tipped the Suns to win at Barossa, and they did. But North Melbourne did put up a good fight most of the game. Carlton, West Coast, even with their inaccuracy, Blues got the first one of the year, so I got that as well, which was pretty good. Bulldogs in Brisbane at Norwood. Bulldogs were actually had a massive lead at half time. But then Brisbane, the comeback kings, they ended up winning by 21 points. They were brilliant, so another good tip to get. And at Allied Oval on the Saturday night, Melbourne, Essendon. Melbourne, only their third call was good. They just didn't look up to winning any other time. So glad we tipped Essendon there. Richmond and Freo at Barossa. Fremantle won easily, of course, but they did put up a good effort. Richmond, Tracy kicked 6, which was pretty good. Norwood, St Kilda were competitive most of the St Kilda and Giants at Norwood. They were competitive most of the game, but they ended up getting demolished by the Giants. And Port and Hawthorn at Allied Oval. I can't believe how well Port did. 71 point lead at half time. This game was crazy. And then Hawks came back within 22. But then Port ended up getting the win, which was pretty good. Well, because I go for Port, of course. So our first tip and our last tip wasn't good, but all our tips in between, great, so we got 7. Now let's go through our tips for this week. Okay, so I've tipped Brisbane to beat Collingwood by 9 points. I reckon they can do it even with DeGorry coming back in for the Pies. It's going to be a great game though. I reckon there's probably going to be a bit of umpire controversy in this game. I don't know why, I just think that. North Melbourne, Carlton. I've gone with North Melbourne here. Very interesting pick. I might change it because I don't know the changes yet, but I've got North Melbourne at the moment. Okay, Essendon and West Coast are Optus. I just could not see West Coast winning this. They'll start the year 0-6. Same with Melbourne. Can't see them being Freo. They'll start 0-6. Now this game could be game of the round. Adelaide and Giants. Look at the percentage. It is so even. I'm going to go with Crows for the moment, but who knows what could happen. I don't know the changes. It's another one where I will probably. And I've gone Gold Coast against Richmond. Can't see Richmond winning it. Gold Coast should get done easily. Because they've started the year 4-0. That is very good. I tipped Sydney against Port now. I think Port are a big chance. So this is another big, tough game to tip. But because it's at the SCG, I'm going with Sydney for the moment. Bulldogs St Kilda is another big game to tip at Marvel. I feel like St Kilda could win this. Another game when I'm going to know the changes. I'll go with the Doggies though. And at the MCG, Hawthorn and Geelong. The Easter Monday clash. Hawks, should they get done? 5th. This game is going to be big. I reckon Hawks can get done. I reckon they'll try a bit harder in the first half than compared to last week and they'll get the win. So those are who I'm tipping. Now let's check in with the comp. Is anyone in? No. No one's joined. Okay, could you please join the comp? I'd really like that. So I guess that's the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you liked it. And I'll see you again next time. Bye!